Good morning, beautiful Sunday, everybody. Somebody asked me a question about what does it mean to be an empath, and instead of writing an answer, I started thinking about the question and want to answer the question in a video. So this is my point of view, what it means to be an empath, and I will define first what it means to be an empath. By the way, the question was also related to the cosmos, so we might also dive into that topic. An empath is, or the empath has a certain survival strategy and a way to perceive the cosmos, the world, everything around him or her. I believe they are rather rare and they are diverging from the norm, I believe. I made videos about how the empath is being created. It's related to the childhood experiences, difficult childhood, and so on. But now let me get back. What is an empath? An empath is a person that is highly empathetic. But what is empathy? Empathy means the ability to read energies, especially energies of other people, and read their desires, which means an empath feels what others want, and they do this disregarding of what other people do or say, which means they have a natural way to see the true nature of people and cannot be deceived or don't fall for a wrong agenda. But I contradict myself, especially the non-awakened empath, the non-empowered empath, the naive empath can easily fall for this. So it is a misconception to think that empathy and being able to read other people's energy makes you invulnerable for betrayal or being fooled. No, this is not true. You need to learn, you need external education and experience to believe and to learn certain things. The problem is empaths are interested in harmony, and they can go to the extent to put all their energy and all their efforts into creating harmony, and in the process forgetting themselves completely and putting themselves last, which can result in other people discarding them. So the empath saves the whole situation, heals everyone around him, gives everybody his place and what the person needs. But he forgets himself. He has no boundaries. And it is wrong to believe that other people will be thankful for things like that and respect you and in return give you something. No. The problem also is that empaths do not attract other empaths in most cases, but they rather attract opposites of themselves, and the opposite of the empath as it's my point of view all in this video, so don't take this as the truth itself. Empaths often attract self-absorbed, entitled personalities with narcissistic traits. So the narcissist or a narcissist is self-absorbed, which means they are not in this cosmos, you know. They feel like the cosmos is all within themselves. And when they call a person, they call a part that is within their mind, because the person is their servant. It belongs to them. Especially if the person is still serving them. They are not calling a person that is equal to them out there in the world in another location. No, they call a part of them. They are entitled to do this. It's self-absorbed. It's all within them. They are God. They are the cosmos. Everybody else is just an object in their self-absorbed world. Okay? But when you call a person, you understand it's another version of you, but different. It's an equal being out there in this vast cosmos in another situation. You think about maybe the person is still sleeping, maybe it's not fitting right now, so maybe I'll call a little bit later. Okay, this is the difference. You know, especially for people with narcissistic traits, the saying of Miyamoto Musashi, a samurai and Ronin from feudal Japan, he said, think lightly of yourself, but think deeply of the world. This saying especially is an antidote for the narcissistic way of thinking, because narcissists think only of themselves and not of the world. Okay, so empaths naturally think lightly of themselves but deeply of the world. Anyway, what does it mean to be an empath? It means you have to learn to have boundaries. And this means you need to develop a routine of restoring and recovering your own energy. You need to value solitude. You need time alone, and the whole society, everybody around you will tell you that it is strange to be alone. You need to get help from others. Your partner probably will tell you after the whole struggle of the day, now I need you to recover, and you will say, no, it will not work for you. This will deplete you. Okay? You need a space for yourself. You need a private space that nobody is allowed to enter in any way. And you need time alone to recover. So you are connected to the cosmos first. This is grounding you. You need this grounding. The cosmos is not disappointing you. The cosmos is not lying to you. The cosmos is beautiful. You can trust it. You can trust animals. You can trust plants. You can trust the stars, the planets, the universe. Okay? Just humans are really draining. So you connect to them second. You also need... So you need to learn the boundaries, how to establish them, how to have this energy, how to carry this energy that people don't believe they are entitled to get things from you. And you need to learn clean communication. You need to learn when people use your empathy and your kindness against you. Um, you need to, you know, because the narcissist is, so to say, in my opinion, the counterpart to you, you need to take a little bit of him. You need to learn a little bit of entitlement. You need to learn a little bit of self-absorption. You need a little bit of competitive behavior in order to not be lost in the world, to be eaten by the sharks in the shark water, so to say. Okay? Yet you need to understand that everything that comes from you is beautiful and right, because people will also envy this and attack you for your nature. Um, you also need to understand you're a highly intuitive person, probably, and this can also be confusing because maybe pictures arise of the subconsciousness, and you need to learn about dreams, about archetypes, and about symbols and synchronicities. So I recommend to read the books of Carl Gustav Jung about synchronicities, about symbols, and about the collective unconsciousness, to make more sense of the inside pictures. You know, an empath can get pictures from the inside that other people don't understand, but this doesn't mean you're crazy. You need just to interpret, to maneuver within these pictures the right way. Okay? So these two things you have to learn. One is how to deal with human beings without being exploited. And the second is how to deal with the information you get from the inside. Yeah, and the cosmos. Now, the cosmos is everything outside of you. And the good thing is we don't have problems to find our place in the cosmos, because we understand that there is an external world that we share with equal other individuals. And this is a beautiful cosmos. The cosmos is not a problem, right? Rather, people are the problem that are not knowing their place and being disrespectful and so on. And the cosmos is like a fractal. When you look a fractal zoom on YouTube, see, the cosmos has self-similarities. The cosmos has infinity within a certain frame. So it is not infinite, but within this vast space there is infinity and patterns. So pattern recognition is a very deep topic. You know, finding patterns everywhere, whether you zoom in into the DNA, whether you look into the body, because the body is a reflection of the DNA. So you see patterns in the DNA, you see patterns in the body, and you see patterns in the stars, and you see patterns wherever you look. Okay? So the cosmos is a form of divine order. Okay? So we can find joy in feeling connected to the heavenly divine order, but you need eyes to see and ears to hear. Okay, so we're not living in vanity, right? So this is my short answer to this question. And I can give you one more clue. See, empathy. So empathy comes from two sides. It comes from hunting. Think of an octopus. An octopus is highly intelligent and can take on all shapes and behaviors of other animals. Which means when an octopus wants to eat a crab, they think, if I was a crab, what would I do? And this is what every predator does. They put themselves in the place of their prey and think, what would I do if I was that prey? And then they predate what they do. And this is a form of empathy. But empathy, of course, also comes from social interactions. So even insects are social. Lions are social. Monkeys are social, right? So empathy comes from these two sources, hunting and being social. Empathy does not necessarily be so super warm and nice and pleasing. Naive empath are too people pleasing because they believe everybody is like me. This is wrong. Most people are not like you. This is why you need the external education to make sense of what other people do. You need to know about narcissistic psychopathy. Otherwise, these people will eat you up like sharks, okay? But you are protected because when you're following the moral code, the ethical code, the righteousness, the true serious investment into life, think about what is right, what is wrong, and you see that people doing you wrong and you still don't interfere, you let them crucify you, so to say, but don't do it. But it will happen. Don't do this at home. They reveal their true faces to you. They will show who they are, and you will be like, really? Is that really true? And this is necessary experience, but it's not a path to go. All right, don't let people do this. Um, yeah. So the naive, not awakened empath is a beautiful person and is protected. In the long run, but they need to learn a lot. And they need to learn how to deal with people. And they need to learn how to deal with the inner pictures, because it can be overwhelming when it's not ordered. You need to make order in this cosmos, and patterns help you to learn the divine heavenly glory. Okay? Now, I hope I could give you an idea of the empath. The empath is the opposite of the narcissistic psychopath, so to say. The narcissistic psychopath has no empathy and is not interested in harmony. He is not invested in life. You are highly empathetic. You are interested in harmony and peace. And you are not self-absorbed. You're rather absorbed by the world. You are absorbed by the cosmos. And other people use this to absorb you completely, to take all of your energy for themselves. So learn the boundaries. Correct people. Correct them immediately. This is something hard to learn. Correct them immediately and say, no, I'm not doing this for you. Why should I? You need to, make the rules. You make the rules. Okay. Now, I talked enough. Stay safe. Have a nice Sunday. Over and out.